party is questioning the government over not taking a stand on Israel-Iran conflict, the Modi government has silently delivered again with their diplomatic efforts. As the war continues to escalate, Indian government successfully convinced Tehran to open its airspace, facilitating the evacuation of nearly 1,000 Indian nationals through the northeastern city of Mashhad. Once clearance was granted, the first batch of around 290 Indian students were flown back to Delhi. A second group of 256 and third group of 310 evacuees has also safely landed in the capital from the crisis-affected regions. Students expressed heartfelt gratitude to the Indian government for the timely evacuation. These students described the evacuation as a smooth and well-organized process despite the tense regional situation. Listen in.
और हम बहुत बहुत शुक्र अदा करना चाहिए गवर्नमेंट का, इंडियन गवर्नमेंट का भी, ईरानी गवर्नमेंट का भी, जिन्होंने हमें सेफली यहाँ अच्छे से पहुँचा दिया और नहीं कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं आई हमें। उन्होंने हमें अच्छे होटल्स में रखा, हमारा ब्रेकफास्ट लंच डिनर भी सब सही था और वहाँ कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं आई हमें और यहाँ पे भी हम सेफली आ गए।
इंडियन एम्बेसी ने हमें शुरुआत से एश्योरेंस दिखाई थी कि वो हमारी मदद करेंगे, so we are very thankful for the Indian government, Indian embassy that they helped us in the critical moment. It was really very difficult for us.
इंडियन गवर्नमेंट ने हमारी बहुत हेल्प की, एम्बेसी वालों हमेशा अवेलेबल थे वहाँ पे, इंडियन एम्बेसी के मेंबर्स अवेलेबल थे, उन्होंने जल्दी से जल्दी हमें इवैक्यूएट कराया।
काफ़ी हेल्प करी इंडियन गवर्नमेंट ने, हमें रिलोकेट करा, बार बार होटल्स प्रोवाइड करे, फूड ड्रिंक्स एवरीथिंग, दे वर वेरी हेल्पफुल।
Viewers, but the Congress party had once again jumped the gun and resorted to fakery, rushing to criticize the government even before understanding the situation on the ground and complexities involved in evacuations, especially during a conflict. Remember, a few days ago, Congress leader Pawan Kheda had alleged that Indian students stranded in Iran were calling for help while the Indian government remained largely unresponsive. He had further claimed that 1,500 students were left in a state of precarity with no clarity on evacuation plans or designated safe zones. Pawan Kheda had also accused the Indian embassy of being missing in action, even though arrangements were being made for evacuating students from the conflict-hit zones. Not just questioning the evacuation, Congress has now, in fact, accused the Modi government of silence during a raging conflict. Even as the centre is making all efforts to evacuate Indian students from Iran, Congress MP Sonia Gandhi launched a scathing attack, calling the government's silence on the Iran-Israel conflict a surrender of India's core values. She alleged that the government has abandoned India's historic support for a peaceful two-state solution and slammed Israel's strike on Iran as a reckless escalation threatening regional peace. Listen in to this reaction coming in from Congress netas.
It was Israel who started this war. Under what circumstances Israel has attacked Iran? Israel itself has nuclear weapons. Why he is scared of Iran? Iran doesn't. Iran is not allowed to have nuclear weapon. As far as this war is concerned, innocent people and children are being killed in Gaza, and I am sorry to say that our government is absolutely silent.
BJP has hailed government's efforts and attributed the successful diplomacy to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's leadership and called him a global leader. Union Minister Shukanta Majumdar said India shares a friendly relationship with Iran because of PM Modi. This is nothing short of Modi magic. BJP spokesperson Pradeep Bhandari added that Bharat has rescued more than 1 crore Bhartiyas in the last 11 years. During Congress, it was not even 10%. Listen in to this reaction from the BJP.
Both the countries are friendly with our country due to our Honorable Prime Minister. It is called as Modi magic. Both the countries, when the Russia and the Ukraine was fighting, they also stopped their war on the basis of the request of the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now Narendra Modi is the world leader. No, he is not only the Prime Minister of this country. He is the world largest leader at this point.
And I'm now joined by Dr. Ajay Alok, Alok, national spokesperson of the BJP. We also have with us Ashwani Kumar Mishra, leader of the Congress party. Good evening to both of you gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here on Times Now. Ashwani Kumar Mishra, Iran has made a special accommodation by removing airspace restrictions for 3 charter flights to evacuate around 1,000 Indian nationals, specifically for India. Would you like to give some credit to the government here?
Hina, how many students are stuck in Iran? Do you have a number for that? More than 10,000. And we are celebrating when we evacuated 100 such students. When Modi is such a tallest world leader, he can do a war रुकवा दी, जैसे अभी सुकांता जी बोल रहे थे कि मोदी जी अगर यूक्रेन का वॉर रुकवा सकते हैं, यूक्रेन रशिया का वॉर रुकवा सकते हैं, then why can't he do it for Israel, Iran? Iran is a dearest friend of Modi ji. Israel is a dearest friend of Modi ji. So it is easy for him. He can just again say that कि war रोक दो, हमारे students को निकाल के लाना है. But no. We are celebrating where 110 students landed, where more than 10,000 students are stuck. Hardly 1% is what we evacuated so far from Iran. And we are celebrating it. And we are not bothered about the others stuck there. The point is, Hina ji, the point is that war doesn't go for like ages. And mishaps can happen in a moment. And as a government, we should be evacuating all our students as soon as possible. Probably we should have evacuated all of them by now. But no. We got some space, we got some students evacuated, and we are celebrating like we ourselves has won a war. Whereas Modi ji is doing rallies, Modi is doing all his failed celebration in Odisha, and there also he is doing jumlebazi. He is telling, I denied the Trump's invitation for lunch, and I am coming here wherever he was supposed to go to Croatia. So this is all chaos. Misleads, misinformation is happening in the country, and we are just celebrating.
But who is misleading? We all have seen how fake news was being used by several Congress leaders to target the government. There have been so many such instances. But let me go across to Dr. Ajay Alok. He will respond to the points that you have made, because it seems that you're still not satisfied. Remember, it was Mr. Pawan Kheda who first raised questions as to why, Indians are not being evacuated. Now, as the evacuation process has started, now already students have started arriving safely from Iran. You heard what Mr. Ashwani Kumar Mishra had to say. How will you like to respond?
Well, I like to say only one thing, that व्याकुल भारतों को जवाब नहीं दिया जाता. People of this country very well understand this is our foreign policy, this is not a family policy. First, I would like to respond to Mrs. Sonia Gandhi, who is supposedly unwell, and we would all like to pray for a speedy recovery, and she should get well soon. Unnecessarily, she is dwelling into a matter which she doesn't understand. Just by taking a written note and a consent, she can write anything, and that doesn't solve any problem, but rather complicate it, and that shows the inner hypocrisy of our opposition, that even in the international issues they cannot stand with the government. This has never happened in India before. Unfortunately, with the kind of a leader opposition we have, and kind of opposition we have, who's just busy in peddling fake news. I mean, I'll give you a list of examples of the kind of fake news they have peddled for the last 15 days since Operation Sindhu began. The Rafale, their state president. Pakistan just bombed our Rafale. Modi surrendered to Trump. Then recently, very recently, today in fact, that job market by Rahul Gandhi, job fair organized by Rahul Gandhi. All then this Pawan Kheda, while our students are not being rescued. All kind of fake news peddling, manufacturing. They have become an industry of fake news, led by none other than leader of opposition, who happens to be a blot. Now, it's a very clear-cut, complex situation we are handling right now. And we are balancing things in such a manner that Iran is ready. Iran became ready, Israel became ready that he will not attack those parts. He will not bomb, he will not do airstrikes on those aircraft which are taking Indian students out of this. Do you think it's a game? Is it a game? Can any of the country in the world can do that? We have done it. And we are trying this to do with Israel also, where Indian students and Indian citizens are stranded. And Israel is also agreeing, and Iran is also agreeing. Don't you see this as a win of the India? But you see this as a win of Modi. This is your problem.
Ashwani Kumar Mishra, how will you like to respond?
So much has
Is it Is it political compulsion that you just do not want to see anything, good that India is able to achieve? For example, in this case, isn't it a significant thing that Iran lifted its airspace restrictions for India's Operation Sindhu? It is not about BJP or the Congress party. It is about Indians who wanted to come out, who were in Iran, who wanted to come back to India, and for India's Operation Sindhu, Iran lifted the restrictions. Isn't it a big thing? Shouldn't the government be appreciated for its work?
First of all, Hina ji, Ajay Alok ji has raised a couple of good questions what Congress is raising about BJP, just that he used the word fake into it. None of those allegations are fake. All those information all the questions which we asked are genuine question, has not been answered. And
so when Mr. Pawan Khera said that Indian embassy in Iran remains unresponsive, no information about evacuation or safe zones, 1,500 Indian students left in state of precarity, is it not fake news?
Hina ji,
did he not jump the gun?
Let me respond to you. Allow me to respond to you at least.
Pawan,
so,
Jairam Ramesh
recently 4-5 days, Indian embassy in Iran. 4-5 days back, Indian embassy in Iran told Indian students or anyone who's residing there, please use all your resources to move out of Tehran. We are not able to support you. That was the advisory. Given by the Indian embassy. What is wrong allegation in that? Again, it's not the fake news. This is the advisory on the record by the Indian embassy in Tehran. So none of these are fake news actually, because you don't have courage to respond. You just hide behind calling it in diplomacy.
You're still not answering my question, Ashwani Mishra. I asked you a direct question. Forget about BJP, Congress. Keep politics aside for some time. Will you not appreciate government's efforts that they ensured Iran lifts airspace restrictions for India's Operation Sindhu?
Indian Embassy advisory.
Hina ji, efforts are not good enough.
It will take months to evacuate all the students from there with this rate. That is the question. Okay.
And war doesn't go for
quick
ages.
Closing comments, then I'll have to wind up this debate. Ajay Alok.
See, he has been now, forget about the leaders, even the spokesperson of peddling the fake news. Now I'm reading the Iranian embassy, Indian embassy advisory in Iran. The embassy has urged Indian nationals and persons of Indian origin in Tehran to move out of the city in view of the continuous bombing immediately if they have the means to do so, or contact the embassy. This advice comes due to continued aerial attacks on the Iranian capital. This was the advisory, and what he's saying? This is the continued fake news, what I'm speaking about.
Exactly what I said.
Recently, 5 days back, Jairam Ramesh publicly apologized. There's a very difference what you were saying and what is the advisory. People understand English on this channel. So please don't dwell out. It's just fake news what you are peddling on the national TV.
That is
5 days back, Jairam Ramesh apologized. 5 days back, Jairam Ramesh apologized.
Gentlemen, I'm completely out of time. But thank you very much, Dr. Ajay Alok, as well as Ashwani Kumar Mishra. Appreciate both of you for joining us here on this discussion. We'll, of course, be tracking this story